Hello everyone, welcome to K2, the south node of the moon in the 8th house of your chart. What happens when K2 is 8 houses away from your ascendant in your birth chart can also have some application in the D9 Navamsa, and indeed you can also see it from the moon in ascendant known as Chandra Lagna chart. If you should have a Western horoscope, make sure that you have a sign for a house system. Better still, get a sidereal horoscope, but this is also good for you. If you're new to my channel, of course, don't forget to sub below and let's begin. So what is the 8th house in your chart, everyone? It's a house of crisis, trauma, sudden factors in life that can destabilize us for a while. Are we tough or not to deal with them? Because this house gives you resourcefulness. It gives you definitely ability to rise again, start again from new. Because it's a very powerful house of occult knowledge as well. Astrology, knowledge of past and future, metaphysics, all the secrets, deep mysteries of life, they are found in this 8th house. It's not the house of death, it's a house of longevity. When we overcome all of these diseases, traumas, we continue to live. That's the point. We get stronger. It's the house of other people's money, spouses' money, joint finances, and business, especially when you have business partner, stock market, investments, wills, legacies, all of these things are shown in the 8th house. Who is K2? K2 is a south node of the moon in the opposite sign to Rahu, who is the north node. K2 is actually a headless being. He doesn't see anything material. He's totally spiritual. He represents keys, and he is the key to moksha, liberation. He's the only planet who will actually enable you to get free from this maya and illusion and to find the way out of this material prison house. But in addition to this, he is definitely a flag, a past life siddhi accomplishment wherever he is in your chart, which you need to understand deeply. He is also a direct link to past life situation. Now, all of the planets represent past life karmas, but K2 is like a wormhole in space. He's like a time warp. He directly takes you into your past life experience. Now, K2 is very like Mangala. Like Mangala, he can lead an army. He's a very disciplined being when he is good in your chart, but completely lacking direction when he is afflicted. K2 is angry, impatient, and extremely violent under affliction. And K2 can give mathematical ability, technical ability with small machines like computers especially, and even astrological ability because he is terribly intuitive. He doesn't see anything externally. All of his knowledge comes from within. However, when afflicted, he can be a very separatist tendency. As I say, he can lead to disruption and even mistakes. Did a good placement, K2, in this house. Funnily enough, people get frightened of this placement. I don't know why, apart from the fact that the 8th house is fear. We shouldn't be. K2 here is very strong. He almost stabilizes himself here. Why does he do that? Because he's in the natural house of Scorpio, and he is the lord of Scorpio. See, everybody, trick about this K2 that I don't think a lot of astrologers get this, maybe too much. Maybe they do, but I haven't seen it. This is the house of knowledge of the past, knowledge of the future. Therefore, people with this K2 sometimes have the ability to recall past lives, or they are definitely in tune with the feelings of that time. As I say, K2 is like a wormhole. K2 is like a wormhole to that past life. So what was it? What were you doing? What was happening? First thing, you must see the sign. Sign of K2 gives you the biggest clue, and you should understand it deeply. Check the video on my channel, K2 Karma's All Signs. I will put the link below here for you and again at the end. So talk about deja vu experiences where you feel like I've been here before, I've been with this person, I've had this conversation before, this is really familiar, this situation, weird stuff like that. It will happen because K2 here is re-experiencing some past life unfinished karmic situation which you have to finish off this life. There is no avoiding it. It's a bit like that film Groundhog Day. Have you seen it? Where this hero has to go through so many situations again and again until he finishes it. Now, that's not going to happen to you. You're not going to have to be stuck in a time loop or some science fiction thing. But it is real here that you have to complete something you didn't complete, and it's urgent that you do so. Now, who is involved in these completion karmas? The short form is to see any planet in the same sign as Ketu, or opposite, second house, or aspecting by Vedic aspects. Then you consider Karaka significance of those grahas. Say it's sun here, or is aspecting. Sun is father, authority figures, superiors. Moon, mother, Venus relationships, Mercury friendships, Mars brothers, you know the Karakas, okay? But it can also be houses ruled in your chart of those particular planets in any way connected to this 8th house Ketu. This whole Rahu Ketu axis is about security, a feeling of insecurity coming from early childhood disruption, Rahu second house. So there is this need to tie things down. It isn't just this life, though. It is a past life thing as well. There is this need to control people subtly, control events, situations. You hate feeling as though you can't have any say in stuff. This is a big issue. Another factor, this Rahu Ketu axis, Ketu 8th house, is about independence. You tend to want to depend on other people for many things. Business situations, relationship situations, monetary factors, but actually being in control of your own finances, being in control is probably one of the best things you can do. Independent work is excellent for you. Yes, self-employment definitely. But here's the thing, even if you are in some larger organization, having a fair degree of independence is really good for this Ketu 8th house. And the big talent of this Ketu is research into mysteries of life, definitely, but psychology, psychiatry, anything about those hidden factors. This is great with this Ketu. This is a house of doctors, surgeons, medical workers, strongly placed by sign. Ketu can give you talent in that, actually, talent in medical matters. Now, Ketu, just like Mangala, has a lot to do with astrology. So, Jyotish, definitely. Astrology talent, occult study, mysteries of life, tarot cards, anything. You can be really, really talented in these areas. So yeah, you love those secrets, mysteries of life, and you will dig into them. You could even become a spy detective. But here's the thing, you become super secretive. You become a slightly mysterious person to other people with this axis. And because second 8th house has got all to do with finances, investments, money which you hold, boy, I've definitely seen this. Ketu 8th house, Rahu 2nd, very secretive about financial affairs. Even your spouse may not know about them. I mean, it can be that secretive. But despite Ketu's desire for secrecy, Rahu's in the house of speech, so you can just blurt out things, even other people's secrets sometimes. You can say shocking things when you speak. That's the thing, and it can cause upset in your life, something to be aware of. But the need for control can lead to suspicion, lead to jealousy, possessiveness in your intimate relationships, even friendships, etc. Very important to be more relaxed, more trusting of other people. All of this suspicion on edginess, it's coming from past life situations. There can be separation from father here, difficulties with siblings, big karmas here, definitely. Family is one of the things that's going to turn you upside down. Sometimes you become independent from your family, but again, whole chart has to be seen. Learning to trust is really important with this K2 8th house, because what is meant for you will come to you. What is not must be allowed to go. This is the way to see things rather than clinging on to stuff and just messing up the flow of your life. So K2 will make you release many things, but new things are coming. Much happier situations develop when you learn to let go. Check out K2's karmas in all signs, of course, up on your screen right now. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below. Goodbye for now. God bless you all.